Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elle, and today I'm going to be doing a video where I talk about what is on my Kindle currently, or like what I am excited for to be on my Kindle soon, because I did include a couple of new releases on this list, but I know they're going to be on Kindle Unlimited, so I just wanted to include them on here. But I love my Kindle. I'll show it to you. So I have some fun like stickers I can show you. I have like the Paperwhite version. I don't know what version it is, don't ask me, but I think I got it in like 2021 or 2022. Absolutely love my Kindle, read it all, like use it all the time. But I really wanted to do a video talking about the books that I have like out on Kindle Unlimited specifically. So let's get right into this video. The first book I want to talk about is Requiem by Callie Hart. This one I am so excited to read. It is going to be my next read because I just am in the mood for something dark and like dark academia. So this one is a dark academia romance, and I think the heroine is going like undercover in the school to basically get revenge on the hero. I don't really know much else, to be honest. I don't really want to know a lot because I feel like every time somebody's described this book to me, they're very vague about it, and I think that's for a reason, so I don't want to be like spoiled. So I just know I'm like in the mood for this, to read this book, and I know like Tori and Jess love this one. Both gave it 5 stars, so I'm really excited to read it, and I just am in the mood to read some like dark academia romances. Then I have 6 Scorched Roses by Chris Broadbent. This is a novella length fantasy romance between a vampire and a human, and I think he turns her into a vampire because she has like some disease where she's basically going to die if she doesn't become a vampire or something. But I'm really excited to read this one. I've heard amazing things, and I remember seeing this couple in one of the books in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, so I'm really excited to get to this one. Then I have Take You Down by McKay. She is a booktuber on BookTube on YouTube, and I love her videos, and I think it's really cool that she wrote a book, and I think this is going to be a whole series actually, so I'm really excited, and I haven't gotten to it yet. So I wanted to put it on this list. This is a rock star romance. I think it's like maybe Second Chance. Let me look up the synopsis. But I love the cover. I think it is just so like awesome, and I love like the art designs and like the whole color scheme. Hold on, I have to look it up. So I think that the hero has his own like rock band, and then I think the heroine is going to like come on and work with them to like help with like writing songs, and I'm just like really excited to read this one. So I'm excited, and I just can't wait to get to it, so hopefully I can get to it soon. Rockstar romances aren't my favorite, but like aren't my favorite trope in general, but if it is done right, like I will love it. Like The Words by Ashley Jade, like that's one of my favorite books, so I'm really excited to read this. Then I have The Puck Secret by Gian Wright. So I think this is definitely hockey, and I think that she is the daughter of like, or the sister or something of one of like the like rival teams, and I've just heard really good things about this one. I know like people love this one on like TikTok, and I know that Jess read it recently and really liked it. So it says, hockey is my life, it's my only goal, my only escape, and everything was going according to plan. All I had to do was focus on the game. Yeah, so she is his rival's little sister, and oh yes, this is also an epistolary romance, because I think they like fall in love, where like he falls for this girl that he was like messaging online, but then it ends up being the heroine. So that sounds really good. I love like romances like that, like Punk 57, like love that book. So I'm excited to read this, and I really need to get to it. I think I also have a physical copy, but sometimes, you know, when you want to just like read at night and just like relax, and I just love using my Kindle for that, because sometimes it's hard to like read with a paperback. So I'm excited to read this one. Then I have Bonded by Thorns. I don't remember the author's name, but this is a Beauty and the Beast Why Choose fantasy romance. So I'm really excited for this one. I've heard rumblings about it. I know that Jess from Honest Fiction really enjoyed this one, and I think she's read maybe this whole series, I'm not sure, but if it has like white shoes and it's fantasy and Beauty and the Beast retelling, I'm going to read it, so I'm really excited for this one. Then I have Madame by Sarah Kate. This is a part of her Salacious Players Club series, and I'm really excited to get to this one. I keep talking about this in like TBR videos because I still need to read it. I just haven't gotten to it yet, so I'm really excited. This is Madame. She's very like a mysterious character. She's like known around the club as, you know, doing a lot of stuff at the club, and she's just like very mysterious, and I'm excited to get to her story and see like what her character is all about, so I'm excited to get to this. Then I put Serpentine Valentine on this list by Gianna Darling. This is going to be her newest release, coming out February 8th, and I am dying to read this one. This is a Sapphic Medusa dark romance retelling. So I think what happens is the heroine, she basically gets like sexually assaulted by one of the teachers or professors at this school, and like people just like don't believe her, and so she's coming back to the school to get revenge, and she's going to do that by seducing the dean's daughter. And I'm really excited for this one. It is a sapphic dark academia romance, so I'm dying for this, and it's going to be on KU once it releases, and you best believe that I will be downloading that ASAP once it releases because I am just so excited for this book. Then I have The Maid by Sabir Vale. So I have just like, I love rereading this book. This book just always gets me out of a slump. It is super duper spicy. I love this book. So this is like a novella length. It's 2 novellas in one, usually on KU, like you can get the box set. And this is about our heroine. She is coming from Ireland, and she is just basically a maid at this house. And the like owner of the house, the master of the house, likes to use her sometimes and share her with his friends. And it's very spicy, really, really good. Love this one if you're in like a spicy time or want to get out of a reading slump, because this one's perfect. So I always have it on my Kindle to just like go back to like read certain scenes, because I love this novella. It is so, so good. Then I have Execution by Lucia Franco. So I've read this whole like Off Balance series, but I reread the first book like a year ago and just never continue on with my reread, and I would love to reread this whole series because I've forgotten a lot. And this is a very taboo, forbidden age gap romance between a gymnast and her coach. And I really enjoyed this series, so I really just want to go back and reread the rest of the books, and this is the second book, so I just need to get back to the series. But I love the series. It's really good, but don't read it if you're not into big age gaps and like very taboo romances, because I don't think you would like it. This is also very angsty, but I love this series and I need to continue on with my reread. Then I have A Lady of Rooksgrave Manor, and this is by Catherine Moon, I think. And I just never got onto the bandwagon and like the buzz of this book. I just like forgot about it and never read it. But this is like Why Choose like monster romance, and so they have like romances with like, I think it's like 4 different monsters. But I remember when people were reading this, they loved it, and so I really want to go back and read this one. I love a good monster romance, so I need to get back to this one, and I've had it on my Kindle for so long. I think it's been like 2 years, but I really need to go back and read this. Another book that has been on my Kindle for way too long is Truth or Dare by Danielle Allen. I just have not gotten to this book. I just forget about it, to be honest. So this is a really unique romance where the like, I think they're like a friend group, and they're going on this like vacation for a wedding, and they play Truth or Dare. And I think like the hero and heroine end up having to kiss, but they've never crossed a line because they're all friends. And I think they like catch feelings for each other, I think. So I need to get to this romance. It has been on my TBR for way too long. Maybe I'll read it soon, I don't know. But yeah, so I just really need to get to this one because it's been on my Kindle for way too long and I just have not read it yet. Then I have another book that has been on my Kindle for a while, which is Love Unexpected by QV Tyler. This is a step stepdaughter romance, I think. Like, he married her mom, but her mom passed away, and so they end up having to live together, I think, and they fall for each other. I don't know. I just have not gotten to this one because I've been reading a lot of her newer releases, so I really want to go back and read this one because I know people love this book, and it's very angsty, very spicy, very taboo, so I need to get to this one and read more of Kiwi Tyler's romances. Then I have Black Sheep. I don't remember the author, but I think this is like an FBI romance. Like, one of the characters, like, somebody said it's a little bit like the Mind F series by St. Abbey, so let me look it up. I know that Christy from Christy Reads a Lot really liked this one. It's by Bryn Weaver. So it's a serial killer. That's not the first thing you think when you meet Bria Brooks. She's reserved, polite, charming when she wants to be, but delve a little deeper, she's cunning, brilliant, ruthless. Bria Brooks is not just a black sheep, she's a wolf. She has her heart set on a very elusive prize, Karen Berger. Trouble is, she's not the only one. Dr. Elijah Kaplan is also on the hunt for the enigmatic leader of the cult. Oh, so I think they have to work together, and I think he's a part of the FBI. So, okay, so Jen gave it 5 stars. Christy gave it 4 stars. I think she really enjoyed it, though. So I'm excited for this one. It sounds really good, and if anything is like the Mind F series, I will read it because I freaking love that series. I devoured it, so I'm excited to get to this one. Then I have The Summer We Fell by Elizabeth O'Rourke. And this one is a very angsty romance. I think it's also second chance. Like, I think that they were together when they were younger, but I've just heard really good things about this series and that it is very angsty. I think the hero ended up marrying somebody else, but they like see each other again. I don't really know, but I really loved Waking Olivia by Elizabeth O'Rourke. I just never read anything else from her after that because that one was really angsty, but I love angst. But I like have to force myself to read it because I know it'll like make me like very emotional, I feel like. I don't know. So I need to get to this one. I've had it on my TBR for a couple of years now. I just really need to get to it. I might listen to the audiobook of this one, I'm not sure. But yeah, I really need to get to this series, especially this book, which is the first one. Then I have Go Deep by Rilsey Adams. I think this is a forbidden romance from her. I know it's a novella, but I remember a lot of people loving this one, like saying that they gave this 5 stars or that this was a favorite novella from them. And I've had it on my Kindle for a while now, and I just really need to get to it. So maybe I'll read this when I want something like quick and spicy. So I'm excited to get to that one. Oh, and then I have Haven by Claire Kent. This is a part of her post-apocalyptic series, and I think this one is where the heroine, she like was dated the hero's son, but then he died because of this like pandemic thing, pandemic-like thing, or something happened where he died, and so now she has to survive with the dad, and they end up falling for each other. So I loved Hold by Claire Kent, so I'm excited to get to this one. I love taboo, I love angst, so I think I'll really enjoy this one. Then I have Charlie Love and Cliches by Ella Mays. I have started this book and just never went back to it, but this is a second chance, very like cutesy romance, and I think they like work together, and he like doesn't remember her, but I've heard really great things, and I just need to get to this one. I think I read one book by Ella Mays and really enjoyed it, so I need to get back to this author, and I need to read this book. And I have Sinful Maestro Auden, or Auden Maestro, I don't know, I need to look it up, but I've been seeing it circulating around, and people have been really liking this one. So let me look it up. Okay, I totally messed it up. It's Maestro by Auden Dar. So I think this is a darker romance, and high school, blah blah blah. It's friends to lovers. I think this is a darker romance, but I know Cheyenne loved this one, and I think a couple other people, I think McKay liked this one as well, and maybe Jess from Honest Fiction. So I really need to get to it. I've heard great things. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but it's on my Kindle and I'm excited to read it soon. And the last book I want to talk about is Simple Hearts by Jagger Cole. This is the next book in the Dark Heart series. So I've read book 1 and book 2, so I really need to get to this one. And I think this is like a hate to love forbidden romance because she is actually his lawyer and he is like one of the brothers of the first book, who is the like mafioso of the Greek mafia. And so I think they have a romance. They have like one night together, but he like wants more. So I've just been really enjoying that series and I really need to get back to it. Alright, well, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing me chat about all of the books that are on my Kindle. I really need to get to a lot of these. These all sound so good. Definitely let me know down below what you really want to get to on your Kindle, or if we align on some of the books I talked about. But I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.